The 25th, 1987. It's 11 a.m. in the morning in Beavertown. Today is the Memorial Day Parade and Ceremony, and it is the second event in which the Beaver Dam Bicentennial Commission has participated. Mr. Barry Hackenberg is operating the camera. Marg Klein is going to be a narrator from time to time, and I'm overdubbing the parade. At a great distance now we see the American Legion Post number 23, Beaver Springs Post, Honor Guard, flag carriers and Honor Guard, coming up the street, which is the beginning of the parade. They're now coming by Andy Wagner's place, approximately. Mr. Barry Hackenberg was standing up.
Okay, this is the Memorial Day Parade, May the 25th, 1987. This is Beavertown. Now you see the Beaver Springs American Legion Color Guard.
Thank you, Mark. Color Guard. I said Honor Guard. It really is a Color Guard. Mr. Bruce Hassinger, Mr. Jack Kaufman are involved. Mr. Riggle. I think Russell Balmer's in there. And this open convertible is carrying some of the dignitaries, Ray Klein, Dr. Rock of Susquehanna University, perhaps Stan Saylor, Leo Klein, Delbert Scholl is the chaplain. This is, of course, the ambulance from Beavertown. Thank you, Mark, again, and some of the ambulance crew here. Dennis Coons, I see. And as Mark just said, this is the West Snyder Band. The Snyder County Commissioners sponsor parades for Memorial Day throughout the county. And the band receives $150 for their participation in this particular parade, as it received $150 for Beaver Springs and Troxelville. So the band really does quite well. All of the other participants do it because they want to, and in honor and to memorialize the veterans. Mr. Burns is the leader of the school band. Now this year we're trying to enhance the parade, so we will notice that it is somewhat enlarged. Not terribly, but somewhat. We're going to have a few more children. Now this is the Beavertown Boy Scouts. And probably some Cub Scouts there, I noticed, and some Explorers. Here we have quite a gap in the parade, and now we'll have the Girl Scouts, who will also be carrying flowers, followed by Bambi Stover Wagner and Diane Hackenberg with the Children's Flower Brigade. Now, this really is Girl Scouts, but some of them, as you can see, are carrying flowers. We made a commitment to see that every single veteran's grave was decorated with at least one flower this year. In the past, there weren't enough flowers and enough flower bearers to cover the whole cemetery, but we've made a special commitment. We even have Mr. Shirk holding flowers in reserve should we run short. Mrs. Tootie Camp donated flowers. Alan Shirk of Shirk's Flowers donated
some of the
flowers.
Little flower children carrying their flowers to put on the graves.
Mr. Paul Hassinger donated flowers, and several parents brought their own flowers. Now this is the Girl Scouts, and But here is the flower brigade now. No, this is still Girl Scout.
We can't.
But this is the Children's Flower Brigade, organized by Bambi Stover Wagner and her assistant Diane Hackenberg, and one other adult who escapes me right now. And we see Bambi is over on the left side of the screen toward the rear, and Diane has the hat on. Oh, Jeannie Reen is the other adult there. And Diane's child has a hat on. They're pulling wagons with flowers. There's Chad Hassinger with his scooter, and Paul Hassinger, and a young man operating one of Chad's electric vehicles.
Beavertown Home and School Club.
Yes, this is the Home and School Club float, Marg. And this was created especially for this particular Beaver Dam Bicentennial Memorial Day Parade and ceremony to enhance what the American Legion and the Snyder County Board of Commissioners traditionally puts on. We had some more children and carrying flowers. We have this float, and we'll have a couple of other additions. Now comes a rather extensive and large contingent of starlighters, senior starlighters and junior starlighters, and they're very, very colorful. They turn out in great numbers, and parades around here would really be somewhat limited without their participation.
Here are the Starlight Twirlers.
I believe they have 2 or possibly even 3 divisions. I know that in the Beaver Springs Carnival, the night of the 11th of June, 1987, there's going to be a parade. Beaver Dam Bicentennial hopes to participate in that. And on that particular evening, some of the more talented twirlers from this group will be entertaining on the stage of the Beaver Springs Carnival. Back in 1976, we had a Beavertown Bicentennial Queen, Cindy Shirey, who was a championship twirler, who her talent was twirling, and her beauty and poise and talent won her the title of Beavertown Bicentennial Queen. And I know that for years she was involved with instructing and guiding the starlighters. I believe this is some of the younger group, but I don't believe
it's the little tiny Starlight Twirlers.
Thank you, Marg. Now, this is, of course, the Beaver Dam Bicentennial Group, and we have Jerry Seward and Bonnie Hackenberg carrying the Beaver Dam Bicentennial sign. This is our mascot, our beaver mascot. Glenda Krotzer is the mascot.
With the beaver.
We're calling it, and then there's myself and Doressa Hassinger.
Bicentennial Betty Beaver.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner. Faye Moyer, Alan Shirk, Mrs. Will, Nelson, Mrs. Will. This is Tom Wagner with the Shade Mountain Antique Association, and Fred Wagner pulling the Shade Mountain Antique Association machine. These are the fire police, and they're sticking in the uniform. And they do really look sharp, followed by the safety vehicle at the end of the parade. And now we'll turn you over to the fairground, the ceremony. There isn't really a whole lot that I need to might point out that Teresa Hassinger and Pat Norman and Nancy Arndt, assisted by Joe Norman, decorated the Rose Garden, the War Memorial Association Rose Garden, with some plastic bunting and some flags, and there's fans and flags, and Mr. Herb Oberlin donated his trailer for a stage, and Troy Oberlin and Eddie Ettinger assisted in setting up the stage and blocking it up, and then later on tearing it down. But because the steps were so uncertain getting up on the stage and down, I'm the only one that did use the stage. They preferred to have Dr. Rock and the other speakers stand down on solid ground. So Ray asked me if I minded if they didn't use the stage, and I, of course, did not mind at all, because I noticed when I went up on the stage, those block steps were not all that we had hoped they would be. Reverend Alan Four supplied the 4 chairs and the podium on the stage. Many people participated in making this whole thing larger and more colorful than it would have otherwise been. We merely enhanced it.